The day has come. Nickmercs and the tripods are no longer. Play this clip of Nickmercs kind of saying goodbye to the competitive scene. We'll get right into it.
Give me your full attention. Let's have a little powwow, okay? I just want to apologize. I probably should have tweeted out something or put something on IG, but I didn't because I just didn't feel like I was ready to talk about it then. I wanted to wait to hop on stream, have a more open conversation. And then, two, we were traveling all day. And by the way, no comms on Gent and Deeds on them putting that stuff out. No comms. Zero communication.
For context, Jet and Deeds put out a video saying that they were basically looking for one to continue like Tripod's journey within the challengers of Apex. They put a video on YouTube.
Which is pretty par for the fucking course, by the way. You know what I mean? No comms. So they put it out. I didn't know they were putting it out right then. I would have liked to, tee it up, all three of us at the same time. But either way, yeah, I was traveling all day, bro, and it was a crazy travel day. But we're here now. Everything's comfortable. We're good. We're flowing. And I'm ready to talk about it. Look, full transparency, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I think the community, the Apex community, like it was all right at first. As time continued, it got more and more corny. You know, just way corny. I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with that. I mean, that motherfucking community is a whole different breed. Whole different breed. However, when we started,
why so serious?
Motherfucker.
Look, man, a lot of motherfuckers said that we wouldn't get to Pred. We did that. They said we wouldn't play around in Pred, like we wouldn't, and we got top 100. Then they said we couldn't make it to the league. We fought through challengers. We made it to the league through the LCQ tournament. Okay, we played in the pro league for a whole year. We didn't do great, but we still made it into the league. And then when we made it to the league, they all said, "Yo, the tripod's not gonna make it to land." They were right about that one. they look. Finally, they were right, but they weren't right until that one. So today is a call. A lot of the motherfuckers are really happy that this is going on because we didn't make land. They finally get to be right for a short amount. But everything else that they fucking said, they were wrong about, and we proved them wrong so many times. So they can all eat my whole fucking cock. All right. Anywho.
And it kind of was not too surprising.
All right, so that's pretty much it. He goes to kind of ramble on, says thanks to Jet and Deed, so forth. Listen, I'll say this. I think in Nickmercs' tenure as within competitive Apex, I think the first half of it, he took it very seriously and was on his shit, played every day, kind of like filled in all the boxes that you're supposed to do when you're a competitive player in any esport, I think towards the second half, they made it into Pro League. They qualified far enough within challengers to where Apex gave them an opportunity to be in the Pro League. So there was like a few spots that at the end of the challenger circuit, the top teams qual Pro League, but then EA and Apex Legends pick a couple of teams to kind of fill the bottom couple spots. And that was how the tripods got into Pro League. They got into Pro League, did not do very well. Nickmercs was, I think he was bottom 3 as far as like damage, kills, etc. Now, that doesn't mean like a whole lot, but it does paint a larger picture, I think, here. Listen, Nickmercs did more than what I think a lot of people thought that he was going to do within the Apex scene. I think where my kind of distaste for like the whole Nickmercs thing kind of started happening when he kind of started going against everything that he stands for. At the beginning of Apex, he was all, and throughout his whole career, he's always been, you're either all in or you're not, and et cetera, et cetera. And I think when he talks about the Apex scene being corny is because he started getting a lot of hate and a lot of people speaking out within the competitive scene about him if he really was taking it serious. There was a lot of times where they would be in the middle of the season. Nickmercs would sit and play Warzone all day and never even touch Apex. Or he'd play Warzone all day, hop on to Apex, be in the range for 10 minutes, and then go play scrims. And, it just didn't feel like he was taking this opportunity as serious as he was, being that, let's be honest, he was the worst on the tripods. He was within the pro league, one of the worst players. Like, he didn't seem to take it to this level of let's at least try to get better. That's why when he was in the pro league, it was like, even though he was kind of the worst player, he was still putting in the time to try to get better. And I think after they got kind of dropped from pro league, and didn't qual, that, that's when he just kind of stopped taking it less serious. But on the flip side, he did do a lot of things within Apex that was great for the scene, for one. Two, he put a lot of faces on the map, as far as like Deeds and some other players that their streaming careers really took off. And like I said, overall for Apex, it was great for the game, introduced a lot of people to the game. And it was fun to watch. Like, at the end of the day, I was a fan of watching the tripods compete. But yeah, I think this is probably the smartest decision for Nick. To think that he even tried to take the competitive route within Apex was kind of crazy to begin with, just because he is such a big content creator. So it'll be nice to see him get back to that, just being a content creator and just putting out great content. So let me know what you guys think about Nickmercs' whole career within Apex. I'm sure we'll see him back on the game, maybe within like a big update or something in the future. But for now, later.